Hello guys and welcome to another episode of this FIFA 16 career mode with Manchester United. I'd just like to say first of all, if you can hear any background noise, it's the next door neighbour's TV, it's on really loudly. We're about to take on Chelsea, obviously the champions last season, so the current champions. They've got to try and retain it this season. They didn't do so well in real life. I think they finished like 9th behind Liverpool in the league. Champions finishing 9th, maybe even less than that, I'm not sure. I'll have a look actually. Anyway, Mourinho's just signed for Manchester United as well, so this fixture's all the more important. Jose Mourinho just signed for Manchester United today. Which is it's going to be really good, really interesting to see next season with Mourinho in charge. Hopefully Giggs, I don't know, manages the under-18s, because it doesn't look like he's going to stay as the assistant manager now. Maybe Giggs, hopefully he'll stay as the under-21s or the under-18s manager, like Solskjaer did. I think Solskjaer was the under-21s manager for a while, wasn't he? I think. Well, I don't know if I'm making that up, but Solskjaer's gone on to be a decent manager in Norway for FC Molde. Obviously, I'm looking through some of my players, see who we can possibly send out on loan or sell to get somebody in. Because the transfer window after this game, the January transfer window will open as well. So after this game, I'm going to be approaching some players, hopefully get Laporte, hopefully get Bale, hopefully get Eriksen, and maybe Lukaku and Butland as well. 2 or 3 players, 3 or 4 maybe, just a few players in, and get rid of some of the dead wood, as it were. Just put Renato Sanchez, add him to the shortlist, because Renato Sanchez, United reportedly after him in real life. I've only just realised that it's the same guy in the game that kept scoring against me, against Benfica. He kept scoring against me. It's the same guy United were going to pay 60 million euros for. And apparently he's gone to Bayern Munich now, though. He did look like he was going to come to United, but apparently he's gone to Bayern Munich. The hottest property in football at the moment, Dele Alli. Actually, he might be, because he's English, and I've played with Eriksen before. I might sign Dele Alli instead of Eriksen, because I do like Eriksen, but I haven't played with Dele Alli yet, so I'm going to try Dele Alli instead of Christian Eriksen, perhaps. James Rodriguez as well. Reportedly United are linked with him, an attacking midfielder. I'd prefer Eriksen to him, to be honest, just out of preference. I know James Rodriguez is a fantastic player, but he hasn't played in the Premier League, and that's always a test for me. I want them to see who can play in the Premier League first. And the neighbours have just left, so that's good. Also, Aymeric Laporte, apparently City are after him, so I hope they don't get him. I really want Laporte. Laporte's agent is Mourinho's agent as well, though, so hopefully we can sign him instead. This is my shortlist. It's a bit longer than I'd like. I might start culling some people, taking some people off it. You can see there, Dele Alli, Christian Eriksen. I can't get both of them because they're both in the same position, and I can't just rate Tottenham because I do like Tottenham. I don't want to just ruin Tottenham's chances. The top 4. Jack Butland, I do want to get English goalkeeper. I want an English backbone to this team, because Manchester United are English young players. That's the foundations of Manchester United. And fair enough, Louis van Gaal did give a lot of youngsters their debuts this season, probably more so than any other manager in the league. And I don't want to be Australia manager. Thank you thanks but no thanks. Diego Costa in the news. The preview. Old Trafford, Manchester United versus Chelsea. And I was looking at see where Chelsea actually finished this season. I know it wasn't good. They finished 10th, 50 points. That's not brilliant. They finished behind Stoke. Stoke City finished above the champions from last season. That's not great. They did sack Jose Mourinho halfway through the season for the second time. They let Jose Mourinho go, and now I hope he does so well at United. I mean, I did get behind Moyes, I did get behind Louis van Gaal. I wanted them to do well, obviously. I want any manager to do well at Manchester United, but Louis van Gaal really wasn't right for us. He wasn't right for the Premier League either. He's stubborn, stuck to that 4-4-3 mentality, that negative attitude. He wouldn't let the players have the freedom of expression that gives them the confidence to go out there and play well and score goals. So we had a negative goal difference away from home as well, so we weren't scoring many goals. Fair enough, we had probably the best defensive record in the league this season, but doesn't really count if you're not going up the other end and scoring and winning games. Manchester United attacking, wide men, wingers, full-backs overlapping, or attacking mentality. Always have been. It's always been 4-4-2 or 4-5-1. As wide as possible. Putting crosses into the box. In particular, David Beckham. So we only won the FA Cup really because of Michael Carrick, Wayne Rooney and Jesse Lingard. They didn't want to play Louis van Gaal's way anymore. There's a thing at the beginning where Louis van Gaal told the players to always take a touch before the shoot inside the box. That was a thing, and with the Wayne Rooney goal against Tottenham, well, it was no own goal. It did look like the players were having to think before the had a shot. But thankfully Jesse Lingard didn't, and he just hit it into the back of the net so beautifully. And the Mancunian-born player brings the FA Cup back to Manchester, which is it's Roy the Rover stuff. It's a brilliant story in a season full of brilliant stories with Leicester. Leicester finishing 10 points clear of everyone else as well. They haven't just won it, they've won it 10 points clear of Arsenal in the end. It looked like it was going to be Tottenham, but Arsenal just stuck in there at the end, unfortunately. I mean, I do respect Arsenal as well. Obviously, they've been the second best team in England over the last 20 plus years. Manchester United, Arsenal have been the best two teams in England in the last 20 years, no doubt about it. I almost snuck in. Anthony Martial. I'm going to make him one of the top players in this game. Him and Luke Shaw. And Memphis. They're going to be the top. Oh no, Blind, what was that? Oscar's a fantastic player as well. I use him in Ultimate Team at the moment. Fantastic player. David De Gea. Everywhere you go, always take De Gea with you. Everywhere you go, Matic. There's not very many good defensive midfielders that are left-footed, but Matic is one of them. Loukrem is good, but he's a bit old. Chelsea are coming into it now. Pedro, who could have signed for United. Might do still now. Mourinho's at United. I can't believe he still hasn't sunk in that Mourinho's just signed for us. I didn't think this day would ever come. I didn't think it'd ever happen. I thought he was a Chelsea man through and through, but perhaps they have mistreated him on a few occasions. And he does bring a circus with him, doesn't he? All the theatrics and drama. I mean, that stuff with the doctor, that female doctor, that was really bad. But I think he knows what he's doing. He knows how to win games. He knows how to win leagues especially as well. And that's what we need. We need success now, because it's been 3 seasons, and the last time we went 3 seasons without a title was, no, I thought that was in 2006. 2003, no, 2004 to 2007, I think, actually, in that period. And all the fans were calling for Fergie to be sacked a second time in that period as well. So why you can call for Fergie to be sacked and not for LVG and David Moyes to be sacked is beyond me. Ferguson, when he first came in '86 as well, didn't win anything for 3 years. Then he won the FA Cup in 1990, and it all kicked off from there. And we couldn't stop winning things in the 90s. In particular, Blind, a good tackle on the edge box. Rebby's still got the ball somehow. Oh, excuse me. Tahir rolls out. It's fine, Tiger. I'm going to start commenting on the game now. I'm finished talking about real life stuff. Although I do prefer to talk about that than the game. Memphis. It's a foul from Pedro. To be fair, this game has actually been one of the easiest games I've played so far in this season, whilst recording it as well. This has actually been really easy. I've contained Chelsea pretty easily. They haven't really threatened all that much. They haven't had many shots or attacking plays that have been worrying. It's been quite comfortable, to be honest. I thought that was in. Asmir Begovic with a good save. What's happened to Courtois? Memphis. Put it in. Oh, no. Mikhail. I'm not really too sure with Chelsea. Like Chelsea and Man City, the teams seem to change quite a lot. Can't really keep up with, and the managing staff as well. They change quite a lot, mind you. We've had 4 managers in the last 5 years, so can't really say that anymore. No, 5 managers. Sir Alex Ferguson, David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho. 4 managers in the last 5 years, yeah. And Chelsea and Man City seem to be like the Real Madrid of the Premier League in terms of getting rid of the manager every season, even if they win an FA Cup. And I don't think it's fair that Manchester United are in the spotlight all the time. Well, we always are really, because everyone loves to hate United. We're always in the spotlight because we're the biggest team. And if Chelsea or City had finished 5th and won the FA Cup and they sacked their manager, it'd be normal. But because we're Manchester United, everyone kicks up a fuss about it. That's too easy for Begovic. That's half time. Another 0-0 half time. Getting quite fed up with these 0-0 half times. I think I might actually be Louis van Gaal in disguise with all these 0-0s. I don't know why we can't score in the first half. It just seems to be Manchester United in the DNA of the club. If you play for Manchester United, you are not able to score in the first half. Wayne Rooney, El Capitan. 3 shots. See, they've had 2 shots but they're not on target. We've had 2 shots on target. One that missed. 4-5-1 attack. I was just trying this formation out. I don't think it's working too well. Bringing Michael Carrick on. Bastian Schweinsteiger was getting a little bit tired. There he is. He didn't play badly. He played actually really well, but you're getting tired because you're old. But it's a shame really. I like Schweinsteiger. He's a fantastic player. I don't really like Germans, but that was my dog. If you heard that noise, sorry about that. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just grooming himself. Apologies about that. You okay, dog? You okay, Loki? He's okay. Luke Shaw, Ashley Young. I believe I've brought Ashley Young. That's a good ball in. Oh, it's a powerful header, that's a good save. John Terry on the ball, can he get rid of it? Yeah, he does well. Nice and composed as well from John Terry, the wily, experienced old centre-back, who's just signed another 1-year deal contract with Chelsea, which Chelsea fans seem to be happy with. Mind you, they've got Gary Cahill, who hasn't had a particularly good season himself. They've got that Zuma though. Zuma looks like he's going to be a big, strong centre-back for France as well. France have got some fantastic players coming. Laporte, Aymeric Laporte, Raphael Varane, Zuma, Paul Pogba, Anthony Martial. They've still got Patrice Evra, I think. I don't think he's retired as of just yet. Got Debussy, got Gar Clichy, Barclay Sagna. Who's the goalkeeper? Hugo Lloris, Morgan Schneiderlin. I've got Karim Benzema still as well, and Antoine Griezmann. So I've got them. They should have a really. It's France's to lose. Someone said that it's France's to lose, and I have to agree with that. France have got a fantastic team. Belgium have got a good team. Obviously Germany are going to do well. Spain might do well. It's going to be interesting to watch the Euros this year. I'm hoping England at least get to the quarter-finals. Make a change from failing to get out the group stage. We've got Dele Alli, Eric Dier, Harry Kane and Jamie Vardy. I'm looking forward to that. Well, they did well against Turkey. Again, the background noise, that's my dog. I think he's going to settle down now. Loki, come here. Lie down. Good boy. Come on. Good dog. Luke Shaw, whip one in, far post. Oh, it's Wayne Rooney. He had a chance like that in the first half where he headed it towards, or was it a few minutes ago, I'm not sure. He had a similar chance, but he's put this one away. Getting a lot of crosses in. I think this 4-5-1 wide might be a bit better. Delivers the cross, and Rooney manages to put one past Begovic, who's been good. He saved everything that's come near him so far until now. Wayne Rooney gets another goal in the Premier League, and it's not a penalty. 9 goals in the Premier League. Our top scorer. I think there's a few ahead of him for Chelsea or City. We're not scoring many goals, but we're not conceding either. I think we've only conceded 6 goals in the Premier League in about, I can't remember how many games it's been. 17 maybe. Martial, oh, another goal. 7 minutes. Within 7 minutes we scored twice against Chelsea. Anthony Martial gets another goal in the Premier League as well. Rooney first to congratulate him. Chelsea now, they've all but lost the game now. That should be enough to see United get the 3 points. And we've had a few draws as well. We've been out of form, dip in form. It's been really bad. We've had, well, 2 draws in a row, and now we're finishing off the month on a high, which is good. I have rested my players as well, so that's probably helped. 5 goals for Anthony Martial in the league. I've rested all my key players, my first choice, first team, my first 11. I've rested most of them for this game because this is a bigger game. But we've had draws against Bournemouth, we've had draws against Norwich. We had to draw against West Ham, I think. No, West Ham's the next fixture. We've had a few draws in the last couple of months, and the loss against Tottenham obviously in the cup. So not been in the best form recently. So this will do us the world of good, getting back to winning ways at Old Trafford against one of the champions, the reigning champions. Cahill's coming off. I'm not sure what this is about. and bringing on a more attacking player, an attacking minded player for a defender. Yeah, the reigning champions are losing 2-0 here. Marshall pinches it as well. Could he punish them again? And this game's been really easy. 2-0 up. It could have been more. Really comfortable. I haven't really had to break a sweat. And this is Chelsea. Normally it should be struggling against Chelsea, not Bournemouth. Teams like Bournemouth and Norwich seem to play like Barcelona times 10. Shaw's gone down injured there, I think it is. Bournemouth and Norwich seem to play like Barcelona times 10. And Chelsea have just rolled over, to be honest. I've never known Chelsea to be this easy. I know it's at home, but Chelsea still usually cause me problems. They've just been so lackadaisical in this game. It's been really easy, comfortable 2-0 win over Chelsea. Not complaining, it's good for us. Oh, it could have been 3 as well, if I didn't slide for it. And that's it, 2-0. I want to see the stats of this game, see how many chances Chelsea actually had, because I don't remember too many chances, to be honest. Asmir Begovic was really good as well for them. Wayne Rooney, 2 shots, both with his head. I've got my other career mode. I'm in my 3rd year on that one with Manchester United as well, and I've just bought ridiculous players. I've bought Sterling, Aguero, Lewandowski, and I've got rid of so many players. It's like so unrealistic, but I've got all the best players. I've got Ibrahimovic in there as well. He's playing his 2nd season for Manchester United. I got him on a free, like I've tried to do in this transfer window. I've tried to get him again on a free for next season. That's blocked by Cahill. It's a good block. Yeah, I've tried to. I didn't like it, to be honest. I've bought up a load of English talent as well. I bought Nathaniel Clyne and Stephen Colker before they went to Liverpool. I bought Jack Wilshere. I've bought Aaron Ramsey. I've bought Danny Welbeck, not Darren. So I just like 10 or 11 players in and 10 or 11 players out each transfer window, which is really, really silly, really. I took it too far, got a bit carried away. So on this one I'm trying to keep it more grounded, hence why I didn't enable the first transfer window, and I've had to wait till January to sign a player. So I'll probably only sign 3 or 4 players in this January transfer window, where we need replacing as well. Let a few players go like Valencia, maybe Schweinsteiger, maybe Schneiderlin, because I'm not really using Schneiderlin. I know he's played in this game, but I don't really use him a lot. I want to keep Carrick. I don't really want to sell Carrick on. I want him to retire with Manchester United in the Cup. Maybe get rid of Rojo. Valencia, Rojo. Valdez, I want to get rid of. I know he's a good goalkeeper, but I just get the wrong impression about him, to be honest. I don't like him as a player or goalkeeper. I don't know him, but you know, the way he was with Manchester United, not playing for the youth team or anything, that sends bad vibes to me. So, and we've got De Gea anyway, and I want to get Jack Butland, who's English, instead of another Spanish goalkeeper. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and hope to see you in the next one.